What's up, YouTube? Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, I would like to tell you my honest thoughts and opinions about the latest Dying to Know episode that was recently released, which I got to watch on YouTube. Which, man, it was a letdown, to be honest. Not a complete letdown, but a letdown. Like, I give it a 4 out of 10. Number one, they barely showed us anything. Barely showed us anything is worrying. Okay, it's very worrying. The fact that it's only $10 is also worrying in a way. Maybe they're just being nice, but maybe they know it's not that good and they don't want you to complain too much. So they're like, hey, at least I paid $10. I can't really complain. Moving on, the story, like they're trying to focus on a story that is not so great. I mean, it's 90%, you know, based on humans fighting each other. That's what the trailer was about. Trying to be the champion of, the Carnage Hall, which is how do you become the champion of Carnage Hall exactly? By fighting other humans. Oh boy. Why couldn't they make the Carnage Hall a place where you fight the biggest and scariest and meanest, most mutated monsters that they found? Let's say they discovered new monsters that were roaming, on the borders of the city, and they just brought in some and put them in cages, and they're running experiments on them to see how they're trying to understand how the mutation is working. Like, there's no scientist here. Even Dying Light 1 had a scientist trying to solve this. Here it's like, oh, okay, we just, you know, screw finding a cure. Let's just kill each other and see who can be the king of the zombies. Uh, like like where are all these biomarkers coming from? Are they gonna even explain that? Where did all these people get biomarkers? Did they have biomarkers down there? I didn't even pay attention to that. I mean, I remember some of the NPCs talking about them having more children but not having enough biomarkers and how that doesn't add up. But suddenly, you go to a new place and, they all got, I don't know what's going on down there. I'm gonna have to wait and see what's going on down there. So, they're so focused on humans, and they're trying to create a game that seems, from the DLC Bloody Ties, to be story driven. Are they serious? They know nobody really likes their story that much. Like, there might be a few people who do, but like generally speaking, I don't think this is anybody's favorite story when it comes to a game. I'm not sure, but I doubt it. Uh, and they're ignoring the requests of the fans, which is we don't care about humans, we care about zombies, and only zombies. I mean, a Carnage Hall could have been a competition where we fight zombies. The whole story of the game should be taking a direction where the mutation is getting so serious that humans are becoming scarce. They're just, one day I want to log into the game and realize that a new zombie, like the Sentinel or the mother from the following from Dying Light 1, somehow is now controlling hordes of zombies and, maybe using them to attack the bazaar. And one day I log in and I find the bazaar is destroyed, and now like there's a new place that you have to go to, and that's the new bazaar. And that one has been like, overrun by zombies, controlled by, you know, what happened? Whatever happened to that idea of like, intelligent zombie? Whatever happened to that? Like, did they completely abandon that concept? Like, that was the coolest part in Dying Light 1 to me, and when it comes to the story, I'm like, I honestly thought that would be the focus of Dying Light 2. Are these new Sentinel um, intelligent zombies or whatever they were called? But nope. To, to no surprise, they're still focused on humans and how bad humans are. That's getting old. Like, we already know that. We know humans are bad. You don't have to keep reminding us. We do not need to play a zombie game to be constantly reminded of, the errors of humans and humanity is a cancer and blah, blah, blah. We get it. We don't play this game for that reason. We play this game to slay and kill and fight all kind of crazy creatures, which we're not really getting a shitload of apparently. And that takes me to my next point, which is to the zombies. I mean, what is Dying Light 2 without the zombies? Not a really good game. I'll tell you that much. The fighting is fun, parkour is good, but who really enjoys the parkour in this game? The parkour in this game is only exciting when you're using it to escape from dangerous and crazy creatures, you know? But it's not fun if I'm just gonna do a parkour challenge in the middle of the day and just run around and just jump from one roof to the other and climb up this bullshit and jump out of that. Like, that's not fun. I've never done or completed a single parkour challenge. I don't find them to be fun. I only enjoy using parkour again to escape from enemies at night. You know, that's when the parkour becomes exciting. So so we got, what was it, parkour, and we got the gameplay. Generally speaking, the fighting is nice. I like it, but that's about it. The loot system, I already have a video about that, and I didn't even talk about all the points that I wanted to discuss in that video because it could have easily went over an hour. I can leave a link in the description to that video if you guys are interested. But anyways, moving forward, the zombies, what did they show us? Not much. Not much. 10% of the video, I would say, of the trailer was about zombies or, like, showed zombies. Um, New zombies? Only one. Even at the end of the interview or the episode, like, she was talking with the game creator, the game dev, and he told her, like, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of everybody, like, of the devs and all that. Uh, and, like, she asks him about the zombies, and he mentions the gorilla, the gorilla demolisher, and he's like, he's gonna come in there, he's faster, he's scarier, and he's gonna bash your head in. And that's like he barely told us anything. He's gonna bash my head in. Honestly, everybody wants to bash my head in this game, right? You know what I mean? Like, all the zombies want to do that, and even like the normal zombies want to grab onto you and, like, do stuff to you and shit, and bash your head in. So the virals, the volatiles, the demolishers, you name them, they all want to bash your head in. So that's not enough. That's nothing, that's nothing new or exciting that they want to bash my head in. Like, why is he scary? Just because he's faster and now he jumps? Like, even the trailer, you like the guy, the gorilla demolisher, like, leaps forward and, like, smashes the ground, and Aiden just, like, easily dodges to the side and avoids the attack. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you for showing us how easily this guy is. Like, maybe he should have showed us how he's bashing our head in and how hard he is, not how easy he is to dodge. Come on, guys, you're trying to scare us, or you're trying to make this like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm speechless, to be honest. And another thing I would like to point out is that Gorilla Demolisher had a crown on his head. Seriously? A crown on his head? Is that like your crown jewel zombie thing? Like, are they trying to tell us that's the king of the new zombies? He's the scariest one. Why is there a crown on their head? I mean, it could be just to make them look cool, but, like, to me, it's hinting at, this is the king of the new zombies for the DLC. And if that is true, it is very sad and disappointing, and it's very, it's very sad to watch. But I don't know what the other zombies are. I mean, is it just a new variant of the Banshee and the Hag? They have like a third variant now. Is it completely new? Are they completely new? Is the Gorilla Demolisher the scariest new zombie they have? Because if it is, then they definitely should have hired, some guys to start working on creating and designing, drawing up whatever they need, new scary monsters, infected zombies, whatever you want to call them, instead of getting story writers to write, shittier stories that nobody cares about. They know the fans don't care about the story. And what do we have here? Chero and his dad. And his dad doesn't want Chero to like, make his dad proud. He just wants him to live. And like, do I care? Do you really think I care what happens to Chero? Like, I really don't care. He lives, he dies. I bet you it makes no difference. Hell, Aiden's sister didn't make a difference whether she lived or died. You think Chero's gonna make a difference? Who the fuck is Chero? Why the fuck am I risking my life for this crazy kid who just wants to be a champion? Like, yeah, sure, he might help me out here and there, but anybody else would. If if they know who Aiden is and what he's capable of, and like what he's done, what he's achieved before, then they all should be trying to help him out. But nope, everybody wants to kill him. Everybody wants to kill each other. And like, I mean, simply put, let me put it this way. Throughout that 2 minute and 20 something second trailer, there was only one part I liked, which is when Aiden said one thing that made so much fucking sense. I honestly hope and pray to God that the devs listen to the advice of Aiden, which is something along the lines of, why are we killing each other? We should be killing the infected. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you. You said something that made sense for the first time ever. Uh, wow, maybe there's hope for the story, but nobody plays this game for the story, so don't get your hopes up, guys. Um, but they should listen to the advice of Aiden and focus on the zombies. We should be fighting the infected. The game should be so goddamn scary that humanity are on the verge of extinction. And, you know, as time progresses in game, your encounters with other humans should be less and less. But here it's like, oh, there are more humans. Oh, look, there are humans everywhere. There are so many of us, so we're gonna have to kill each other. That's not exciting. I want it to be scarce. Most people, generally speaking, we're all helping each other to find a cure and to survive. You know what I mean? When I go out at night, like it's just zombies everywhere. Even during the day, it's just zombies everywhere. You barely see humans, human establishments, or any of that. Not like, oh, humans reign supreme. That's boring, man. Let the zombies reign supreme. Let us be the underdogs trying to, struggling to survive. And sure, there can be a few assholes that are humans that will try to screw you over here and there. They're just looking out for themselves or for their little gang or whatever it is. But here it's like everybody's like that. Everybody is like, one big faction, and they're just trying to fight each other and kill each other, and the zombies are just getting in the way, and that's it. That's not scary at all. That's very boring. I am not looking forward to the DLC. Now, I don't want to judge a book by its cover, as they say, so I am gonna wait. But from what I've seen so far, um, I'm not impressed. That's all I'm gonna say. I am not impressed whatsoever. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. I hope they'll prove me wrong when the DLC comes out in like a day or two. Uh, and we'll see how it goes from then. But If they persist on taking this path with their fixation on humanity and how bad we are and all that, and they just keep giving us different variants of existing zombies, and just like, they'll try to add more zombies at night, or they'll add banshees to chase level 2 or 3 or whatever it is. That's not enough. At this point, that's not enough. It is better than nothing, for sure. I'm not saying they should not do that. Just saying it is not enough. I'm not gonna talk um, anymore, to be honest. Otherwise, I can be ranting for the next hour without any issues. I don't want to do that because there's just so much to say about this game that I could be ranting for an hour easily. But I'm just gonna end it here. I do want you guys to tell me in the comments below what you think. Did you like the trailer? Was it exciting? Do the nights seem scarier to you? Do you like the fact that we're fighting humans to become, champions instead of fighting, big monstrous creatures and, you know, intelligent and infected and all that? Or do you don't mind fighting humans and having zombies just be in the background trying to kill you while, they're just getting in the way of your real objective, which is just to slaughter humans and, become the champion of humans or whatever it is, or the Carnage Hall or whatever the. I don't even know what the story's trying to tell us. I'm gonna have to wait and see. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. Just tell me what you think in the comments below, as I mentioned. And I will have to wait until the DLC comes out. I will have videos coming your way as soon as I am able to purchase and play the game. So, on that note, I'm going to end it here, guys, with a good night, good luck, and goodbye.